In every small town, there's always one couple everyone admires. For Willow Creek, that was Helen and Robert Monroe. They had been married for over 40 years. They walked to church hand in hand, hosted dinners with laughter and music, and never raised their voices in public. People said, that's what love looks like. But love, true love, is rarely what it seems from the outside. It began one autumn morning after Helen passed away quietly in her sleep. The town mourned. Her funeral was filled with flowers, hymns, and kind words, and everyone said the same thing. Robert must be devastated. They were the perfect couple, Robert, quiet and dignified, simply nodded through tears. He thanked everyone who came, then returned to his empty house, a house filled with silence. But 3 days later, while sorting Helen's belongings, he found something unexpected, a small leather-bound diary hidden inside her bedside drawer. At first, Robert smiled. "My Helen," he whispered, always writing her thoughts, just like when we were young. He made himself a cup of tea, sat in her favorite chair by the window, and began to read. But as the pages turned, his smile slowly faded. There were entries filled with warmth, stories of their travels, their first house, their Sunday mornings. But then came the words that made his hands tremble. "Some days," Helen had written, "I feel like a ghost in my own home. Robert's love feels distant, as if he's here, but not really with me." Robert's throat tightened. He whispered, "That's not true, is it?" He read on. "He means well. He brings me flowers, but sometimes I wish he'd just ask how I feel. I wish he'd look at me the way he used to." Tears blurred his vision. For the first time in his life, Robert realized the woman he loved had been lonely, even while standing beside him. The following Sunday, Robert sat alone in their pew at church. He didn't hear the sermon. His mind was replaying 40 years of memories. Dinners filled with polite smiles, apologies never spoken, love shown in gestures but not in words. After the service, their neighbor, Mary, came over. "Robert," she said gently, "Helen and I used to talk sometimes. She loved you so much, you know that." He nodded slowly. "I thought I did," he whispered. Mary hesitated. Then she added, "She wasn't unhappy, Robert. She just wished you'd seen how tired she was. Taking care of everything, pretending to be fine." Robert felt something crack inside him. He'd built a life of quiet perfection, but somewhere along the way, he'd forgotten that love needs conversation, not just comfort. That night, Robert sat at Helen's desk. He took out a notebook and began to write. "My dearest Helen," he wrote, "I thought love was about protecting you, about giving you everything you needed. But I never realized that sometimes what you needed most was for me to listen." He paused, looking up at her photo on the wall. "I can't change what's gone, but I can tell the truth now," and so he began to speak. To her, to himself, to the empty room. He confessed the things he'd never said aloud, his pride, his distance, his fear of being vulnerable. The words didn't erase the pain, but they lifted something heavy from his heart. Over the next months, Robert became a different man. He started volunteering at the senior center, talking, truly talking, with people who'd lost someone too. He told them about Helen, about the diary, and about how easy it is to mistake silence for peace. Moral, truth is deeper than appearances. What looks perfect on the outside can hide quiet pain within. Real love isn't about keeping the peace. It's about facing the truth, even when it hurts. Because only honesty, even the hard kind, can make love last. If this story touched your heart, take a moment tonight to tell someone you love how you truly feel.